It's the champ, Shannon the Cannon, two-time heavyweight champion of the world. And you're watching Sports Icons. Subscribe. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. Champ.
Now, I was sent a very, very small clip for Shannon Briggs on The Boxing Voice. Now, I don't watch The Boxing Voice, not really a channel that I follow, because I kind of know what the narrative is of the leader over there. So I don't really watch them, but the little clip that I was sent, I shall leave for you guys to go watch it for yourselves, which is Shannon Briggs. He was on there and he was talking about PED cheats, as in the panel were talking about PED cheats. Now, I know before we get too much further, some of you may be saying, but Shannon Briggs, he has a conviction on his resume for some PED use, which he does, and that is true, he was taking something for his asthma. So it was actually prescribed by the doctor, but there's a certain substance within this medication that is on the ban list. So he popped. Now, that is what it is. Now, within this one, Briggs, he was getting quite irate by saying that there are quite a few top-level fighters out there who have been caught with PEDs in their system, but nothing is ever spoken about it. They get away with it, is what he's saying. And he pointed to Ness and said, and that includes your boy. He is the dirtiest bastard in boxing. Now, they're trying to say, well, who's the boy? Who's the boy? Now, that can only be one Deontay Wilder. As we know, Ness, he likes swinging off the ballsack of Deontay Wilder. So who else could it be that Shannon Briggs is talking about? Briggs will only ever talk about heavyweights. So it's pretty obvious that he's talking about Deontay Wilder. So if Deontay Wilder, has he been taking some PEDs and getting away with it? Now, I did a video on this about 2 days ago. Now, I didn't accuse Deontay Wilder of doing anything, but I raised a question, which is, why is it that Deontay Wilder, he spends so much time going in for surgery and in the recovery process, and whatever it is that he has surgery for, whether it be his arm, his bicep, his hand, more often than not, he heals very, very quickly. Why? Because his doctors will give him some medication to help him recover. Now, this is a good way of masking some other stuff, because at the end of the day, if you're getting a therapeutic use exemption, then you can pretty much do whatever it is that you want, providing you declare it on your VADA forms. So all he's got to say is, well, I've got this in my system, that in my system, that in my system, because the doctor prescribed it to me. So you can mask a hell of a lot of stuff. So is Wilder doing something? I have absolutely no idea. It wouldn't surprise me. I have to be brutally honest with you, it would not surprise me in the slightest. How does this tall, skinny guy punch that hard? Okay, so he's been knocking over journeymen and gatekeepers. He's never put out anybody who's of elite class, we can put it that way. But even so, he's still putting people to sleep. This skinny guy, where does this power come from? Well, it's a question for you guys. Now, is it a case of Deontay Wilder has been taking some PEDs and he's been getting away with it? As we know, Mauricio Suleiman, the WBC president, has always been favouring Deontay Wilder for a long, long time. He's been protecting him for a long, long time. So maybe, who knows, because VADA, they do report to the WBC, Mauricio Suleiman, and then it will be released to the public that way. So maybe Wilder's had plenty of gear in his system, but he's been using the therapeutic use exemptions. It's possible, but either way, Shannon Briggs, he says that Deontay Wilder, and he knows this one, as in your boy, is the dirtiest boxer right now. So now anybody who's within the sport, as in the fighters, the managers, the promoters, etc., they will hear certain rumblings, they will hear certain stories behind the scenes. So quite clearly Shannon Briggs has heard something about Deontay Wilder that he's popped on several occasions and keeps getting away with it. Drop your thoughts below. Click thumbs up, subscribe, catch you all in the next video.